Hey everybody, Run This 342 here with some Final Fantasy XIV gameplay, and today I'm going to be showing you the updated video of the Summoner job, how I personally play it. Now, these are my rotations and how I play the job. Feel free to play the job however you want, but this is more like a tip type of video, giving you some advice on how to play the job. So first off, you have 3 pets, summon 1, 2, and 3. One is AoE, one is single target, and the other one is support. Support is summon 2, which is your Titan Eggy, or your whatever carbuncle it's called. I don't use this one, so I won't show it in the video. Now, let me show you what I do use the most, which is summon 3, which is your red carbuncle. If you have them as carbuncles, I prefer the standard form. And basically, the rotation is the same as always. Keep your poisons up, hit the boss with Fester, and damage. Use all of your pet's abilities to get stacks of something called Ruin 4, which is an insta-cast ability that does a ton of damage. So let me just show you how I get this done. Sick 'em. And that's basically it. Let me stop attacking. That is my single target rotation. So how did I start off? I started off, of course, by having the pet attack. You don't have to do this. Your pet's going to attack automatically. That's just my personal way of doing it. You don't have to click that at all. So ignoring that, the next thing I do is apply my poisons. Try Disaster. You can use Try Disaster, or if it's on cooldown for whatever reason, you could just go hard cast Miasma and then do Bio. Bio is your insta-cast, Miasma is not, so cast Miasma first, then hit it with a Bio. So you have your poisons up and going on the boss or whatever single target you're hitting. Once that's going on, use Fester, which will do a ton of damage to the boss, and while that's on cooldown, recharging, because you get 2 shots with it, use your pet's abilities. If for here you have a single target Cyclone, Crimson Cyclone, and you have your AoE Flaming Crush. And also use your Enkindle. Always use this so it's always on cooldown, whatever your Enkindle is. For Ifrit, Inferno deals damage to everyone around him and gives them a damage over time debuff. So it gives them a dot. It's perfect. And while that's all going on, activate your Dreadworm Trance. This will give you insta-cast to 2 attacks, which is your Ruin 3 and your Outburst. Use just Ruin 3 if it's a single target. If it's multiple targets, of course you would use Outburst. But in this case, just Ruin 3. Keep using it. Use Fester when it's out of cooldown. Keep an eye on your dots, which is your Miasma and your Bio. Make sure they're always on the boss or whatever they're on. And once your Dreadworm Trance timer, which is right here where this little dragon icon is about to expire, use Death Flare. Death Flare will do a massive AoE on the primary target and will hit everyone else around it, every enemy around it, for 50% less damage. So 400 potency damage to the main target and 200 to everyone else around it. Now, why use Death Flare last? Because the moment you use your Death Flare, your Dreadworm trance will end. So always save this for last. Once that's expired, you'll be able to summon Bahamut. Summon Bahamut and using Kindle immediately. You'll only be able to use 2 Enkindles while Bahamut's up due to the recast time. So do that, and while Bahamut's up and you use Enkindle, use your Ruin 4 until you have no more. Use it, it does 300 potency damage and it's an insta-cast. So once you finish using all that, go back to your Ruin 3, because every time you attack, your Bahamut auto attacks, which is important. Okay, and when Enkindle comes back up for the second time, use that too. And keep doing your Ruin 3, and make sure both of your dots, your Miasma and Bio, are on the target at all times. Then you'll be able to summon Phoenix. Summon Phoenix, use your primary attack from Phoenix, and then use the combo attack that is provided to you for Phoenix. It's basically your Ruin 3 becomes your primary attack for your Phoenix, and then wherever your outburst is becomes the combo attack for the Phoenix. So use those two. Of course, the first one's single target, the second one is AoE. And also always use your Enkindle. Always use it. And do those two and Enkindle, and then when your Phoenix is done and you're back to your Eggy, that's it. That's all you do. Rinse and repeat, do everything again. That's how I play it. Okay? Now AoE is a little different. I use Garuda for the AoE. And for Garuda, everything's the same except 2 or 3 things change. What changes is you're not using Energy Drain anymore. You're using Energy Siphon, which is an AoE version of your Energy Drain. You get your 2 charges. Excellent. Now, what else changed? Well, you don't use Fester anymore. You'll use Pain Flare, which does lots of damage, but it's an AoE. Okay? And instead of using your Ruin 3, you're using your Outburst. So it would look something like this. Also use Bane. I did forget to do that. Say that. Use your pet skills. Aether Pack. Dreadworm Trance whenever you can. Bane whenever you reapply the dots, the main target. Bahamut and Enkindle. Now this is where you will use all stacks of your Ruin 4. I recommend you just use it, even though it's multiple targets, because Ruin 4 does a lot of damage. Then go back to your outbursts. I'm screwing up a little bit, but that's fine. Everyone makes mistakes. Just gotta always keep your dots up. Always. Bane if you need to. See, whenever you apply your dots, use Bane. Got the Phoenix ready. I'm gonna use my Energy Siphon. Enkindle. Whatever your Ruin 3 was and whatever your AoE was. This is how you would AoE as a summoner. And that's it, folks. That's basically it. Some things have changed because obviously you're higher level and you got new skills. So that is a thing. But regardless, the core abilities of the summoner have not changed. You should always apply your poisons, your damage over time to the target. That is what it is to be a summoner. Always apply those. But I hope you guys learned from this and you enjoyed it. Again, this is my own personal opinion how the rotation is for how I play. So if you guys are interested, feel free to use this or use a different one. But that's it for now. I'm Run2Street42, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Take care.